So if you're a part of Gen Z, or you're one of the unlucky few that just recently graduated and now you gotta get a normal job just like the rest of us, you'll notice that we're all kinda going through the same thing. First of all, we're all broke as shit. We all have terrible financial skills and horrible attention spans, worse than a goldfish. So to have money skills and patience to even maintain a job for any longer than 6 months is practically damn near impossible for us Zoomers. Despite this though, we are now well into the workforce, and a lot of us have been forced into a 9 to 5, whether to just get by, or because you still live with your parents, or to literally survive because everything is getting expensive and you don't want to end up homeless like those cats on Skid Row.
Let's go. Ammo, calico, jacket made out of animal. All right. Videos go viral. Fly fiend you ever saw. Came from a dark place. I went from the slums to park place to park place. Ooh, front row at the Buckley. Bars.
What I'm trying to say is, a lot of us have jobs when we clearly weren't ready for it. After high school, a lot of us were just thrown out there into the workforce, and it shows when you look online and you see these endless work TikToks, or if you go out to any business that pays minimum wage, the majority are Gen Z dominated, and it's so obvious that we're the ones running that right now. Now, if you want to know what that might look like behind the scenes, or if you just want to have a better understanding of what could be going through our minds when we work, it's AirPods, by the way. It's just music from my AirPods. So we're gonna go over a list of a few things that you might experience working in the 21st century as a Zoomer. I'm about to expose the shit out of Gen Z right now. Okay, so one thing that might not even be exclusive to Gen Z, but just to everyone working a job in general, we spend about at least 25% of that job on our phones, maybe even 45%. And I swear that's not pushing it. We either have our AirPods on, listening to podcasts, or just playing on music, or you'll see us watching YouTube or mindlessly scrolling through TikTok and Instagram. And don't even get me started with calls on the phone. This is such a new concept that older generations look at us like we're cavemen discovering fire or something. Like, it's so strange to them, it's some shit they've never seen before in their lives. For thousands of years, humans have been working and only really had their coworkers to talk to. And now here comes Gen Z with our Discords and group chats, and now we got the luxury to be on a phone call with somebody probably on the other side of the country, and we can do it throughout our entire shift. And even some veterans of this phone addiction just straight up go to Netflix or watch streaming service apps. Like, they'll literally binge watch an entire show on their 4-hour shift. I don't know how they do it, but people do it. That's Gen Z for you. And all you older generations are probably asking, is that really what you guys are always doing behind the scenes? Yes, some jobs are that useless and boring. And you cannot blame Gen Z for that. Blame the people that created the work system that lets that happen. And don't even get me started on those work TikTok videos. Those seriously piss me off. Especially the nurse or any medical field ones. Those are so fucking horrible. I can't watch those, or I'll start boiling. I don't think I want someone doing the latest TikTok emote right next to my flatlining body. The last thing I want is my death to go viral like that. Now, this is everyone's go-to when trying to avoid work. I'm pretty sure this has been a thing since the dawn of modern work culture. And this one's also might not even be specific to our generation. You know how the old saying goes, boss make $1, I make a dime, so I poop on company time. Now, we might not be the ones that invented it, but we sure as hell do it the most, especially now that we got our phones. See, back in the day, this wasn't really practical because, I mean, although you can just go to waste time in the bathroom, all you can really do is just sit there and poop. I mean, you could chill for a bit, but what is there to do? You get bored very quickly. I mean, there's not a lot you can do in the restroom other than piss and wipe your ass and wash your hands, I guess. And I mean, you could get creative and count the floor tiles or something, or I don't know. But the point is, nowadays, it's not that bad. Because nowadays, we got our phones. So we don't got to worry about getting bored ever again. Now you can emulate stuff, bro. You can do so much on your phone while you're in the bathroom. Something about making money while making money in a game. So poetic. Now this one isn't as common because it's pretty new, but if this happens to you, you know that this happens a lot. You might just low-key be having some good old skippable cutscene dialogue with your boss, and you might accidentally reveal a little too much about yourself or go just a little too far on what you say. Yes, this has happened to me too. See, a really funny story is one time when I accidentally might have said a little too much to a coworker, and for some reason, she decided to take matters into her own hands and tell HR. Yeah, just know I had a very special visit with corporate, and it was not fun. Bro, I felt like fucking 69 standing in that courtroom. I mean, it made me go full on rat. It was either him or my job. And let me tell you something right now, man. Ain't no one getting in the way of me and my bread. I chase the bag any opportunity I get, you dig? In almost all these jobs, most of the people you're going to be working with are going to be very condescending. Whether intentional or not, even the nicest boss seem to be very cool at first, but if you make the wrong move, they can quickly become your ops. You are going to be treated like garbage, brother, especially in customer service, both from the customers and your bosses. Heck, even your coworkers who think they are the boss. Man, those are the worst. Point is, everyone is going to be patronizing you for literally any reason. And honestly, bro, when you're starting at the lowest level, you're gonna go through some shit. It's just part of the ride. Rude customers, shit coworkers, it comes with the job. It's a canon event though, so don't feel bad. We all gotta go through it. Bro, one thing you should know about Gen Z employees is that they just don't give a f anymore. 9 times out of 10, the employee is most definitely talking about you in their head. If you somehow managed to piss them off, or you somehow got on their bad side, they just violated you like 5 different ways in their head. Like they'll go straight for your neck. And chances are, if you did, then you probably deserved it, because most of them are pretty chill AF if you just give them the respect that they deserve. I mean, they're making your food after all. They're giving you service, and you're quite literally their boss for those few moments that they're serving you. So next time you go out and get coffee and act disrespectfully to the young barista just trying to get by, just keep this in your mind. The whole staff can meme you. Now for these next ones, I got a few select situations that only happen with these specific types of jobs. And a lot of these jobs are jobs that you only mostly see Gen Z working. And I've got them each categorized as man, fast food stinks. Figuratively and literally. You will not see fast food the same ever again. Depending where you work at, it's disgusting. If you're someone who's claustrophobic, these workspaces are your worst nightmare. This is what you have to be working with. There was this one time this dude I used to work with, I'm not gonna say where it was, but it was a fast food joint. I guess bro was pissed about the pay he was getting, so he decided that he was gonna send him a message by exposing them on Snapchat, and he basically just recorded all the dirty parts of the kitchen and highlighted all the parts that people basically don't clean. And I'm honestly surprised he didn't just get fired sooner. Yeah, cause bro worked there for a whole other year. I don't even know how. And it's so hilarious that we have phones now, so we're recording like basically everything, including our own jobs. Many times we accidentally expose ourselves and end up either getting fired or a nice little paycheck. Also, if you work in a fast food joint for longer than 6 months, you may end up becoming friends with a convicted felon who may or may not have done time for aggravated assault. Hey, everyone loves a good redemption story. Shit. Honestly, I have nothing but good things to say about retail. I seriously think it's the best job I've ever had. I mean, in terms of labor and hours. But the pay was fair. Not bad, not good, but it was decent. Now that was my experience. And as I've come to know now, not every store is the same. I cannot say the same for big corporate stores like Target and Walmart. Those types of jobs are notoriously known for being hectic and demanding. But to be fair, almost all minimum wage jobs are like that. Retail just gets the worst of it. In most jobs, you're just gonna have to deal with dickhead customers. And I know just how bad that sucks. But like I said before, it's just a canon event. We're all required to go through it. But you can always learn from it, right? That's the good thing about it. And personally, I think it's the best way to develop social skills. Because if you could deal with the blue-collar employee without his daily Red Bull and cigarettes, hangry, screaming at you at 5 a.m., then dude, you could pretty much handle any social situation. And as sad as it sounds, yeah, I think retail is honestly the best option as far as it goes for Gen Z. Except Walmart. Oh yeah, and also in pretty much any retail joint, you'll probably just have to straight up lie to customers. But trust me, bro, it's for a good cause. Let me explain. See, as an example, say you're helping a customer, right? And there's a long line. And you got this wild Karen that just comes out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, she's on your neck talking about if we got the latest Blippi toy in stock. And can you please just check if there's anything in the back? You're not even looking. Even though you just explained to them that there's literally no back for you to go check. And she won't leave it till you go get it for her. So you just go to the back to the break room because there's no stock room back there. And pretend you're looking for the item. But really, your bitch is just on your phone checking on Instagram. See? It's for a good cause. Blue collar work is something special. I think really thick in this game. I mean, you look around and all you see is old that have probably been working there since before you were even born. And then factories be so damn big, there's so much space to just chill out. I remember there was this one spot in the corner of my building, and I'm thinking to myself, man, this would be such a cool spot to sit down and just hide for like a quick break or something, you know? And I go inside and immediately see a piece of paper taped on the box that said, if you get caught sitting in this area, you would permanently be terminated. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, I gotta get out of here. I mean, nothing happened, but I wasn't gonna risk it. It was my first day. What can you expect? And then another thing I noticed too was the stupid, awkward nodding. You've definitely done this before, but you might have not have even realized or noticed. It's that thing you do when you make eye contact with someone, and now because you made them aware that you're looking at them, even if it was by an accident or something, or you just happen to be looking there, now you have to awkwardly nod at them back, basically letting them know, hey, I'm aware of you, I see you. And it only happens with people that you've already met. You never do it with strangers. That's pointless, and they won't even care. But if it's a known acquaintance, it's kind of weird to make eye contact and not acknowledge them. I mean, it'd be super weird if you saw someone you knew in public, and instead of waving or greeting in any way, you just ignore them and just walk away. I mean, people would think you're a weirdo. Now, if you ever worked as a delivery driver for one of those food apps, you'll know just how tedious making these orders can be. And not all the time, but when it gets bad, it gets bad. I mean, it had its cool advantages, being able to be in your own clothes, wearing whatever you want, using your own car, so you get to drive around blasting your own music, maybe even sparking up a bowl or something, but you didn't hear that from me. I mean, the best part about the job by far is being able to work in peace. You don't have to worry about no slimy boss or corporate snake or annoying coworker breathing down your neck. It's just you, your phone, and your car. And that right there is honestly an employee's dream. Too bad the pay kind of sucks. You're kind of basically just depending on how generous people feel that night. But thank goodness for that delivery photo feature. Both the employees and customers love this feature. I mean, receiving or delivering food all while avoiding human interaction? Fuck yeah, sign me up. That's the pros though. The cons is definitely the pay. Cause holy shit, how are they getting away with that? Bro, earning $3.50 from a 16-minute Subway delivery is a struggle worse than the Great Depression. So I've never had an office type job, so I wouldn't really be able to share any experiences of that to you guys. Cause, well, I don't have any office work experience. I've never worked at an office type job, so I wouldn't even know. But I imagine it's not too different from all the other Gen Z jobs that there are. But I think the overall experience we all as a generation share is a very common one. Some of us are just working part-time to keep studying in school in hopes of getting a better job or future careers. Others are just trying to get by and don't really care to do much. They just want a simple life and an easy living, which is respectable. Or maybe they're trying to start a career and start an entry level, then slowly work their way up, although that's a bit obsolete nowadays. Some of us are starting our own businesses and need that extra dough for funding and investing. Then you got the motherfuckers quiet quitting. That's a whole other topic for a whole video on its own. The truth is, I think it's a necessary phase. I believe that it is a canon event that we all must go through in order to humble ourselves. Because when I was dead broke, even after making a lot of money, it definitely humbled the out of me. It made me realize that this is a place I would never, ever want to get stuck for the rest of my life. Like, you look around and all you see is a bunch of bitter, old, rotten men that are just so transfixed on the old days and are so close-minded and lack any self-awareness. It's frightening to think that could be my future. I mean, some days just working there, it would just suck the life out of you because of the depressing atmosphere you're surrounded by every day. I would not wish this curse, not even on my worst enemy. These companies are doing nothing but wasting their money and stealing our time. It's an extremely outdated, downright impractical, and damn I say it, outright irresponsible system. And it's why so many of Gen Z just aren't working anymore. They don't fed up with all the bullshit. The truth is, being an employee as a Gen Z just fucking sucks monkey doo-doo ass.